Want to play a game? Let's play Whatever Happened to the Epstein case. You remember Jeffrey Epstein, don't you? Jeffrey Epstein. This is a guy who was murdered in federal custody. I mean, think about this, the federal detention, MCC, federal custody. Murdered. Oh, no, they said it was suicide. Yeah. If you look at the deep, riveted, the strangulation marks, that's not suicide. Come on. Hyoid bone fracture, thyroid cartilage fracture, petechial hemorrhaging. Come on, stop it. Stop lying to us. You know it, I know it. Michael Baden knows it. Bill Barr. Oh, Bill Barr, the ex-attorney general, the only person on the planet who looked you in the eye and said, I think he committed suicide. Yeah. And they blamed these two guards who were sitting around surfing the internet or asleep. Come on. And all these videos don't work. I mean, come on. But here's the question I have. Oh, and by the way, before we get to my question, how about this? You know the guy who was his cellmate? Big hulking guy that Epstein said roughed him up a couple of times. What was that? Roughed him up, yeah. Well, he was on trial, he was an ex-cop, for killing 4 people. He was just found guilty, and now he's going to do life for looking at life. But they were going to give him the death penalty. And a while back, they took the death penalty off the table. Why is that? I don't know. Interesting, he was in the cell with Jeffrey Epstein. Might have roughed him, could have snapped his neck like that. Whatever. Anyway, he's out of the picture. But here's the question that I want to know, and that puzzles me the most, and I think is the most important. Whatever happened to the countless videos and tapes and recordings of every, perhaps, dalliance that occurred at each of his properties? His mansions, his planes, his islands. They say those were recording studios. Do you know what those now unaccounted for, I guess, or forgotten or unmentioned tapes, do you know what they must hold? Think about that one. And then there's Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, she was dutiful. Kept her mouth shut. You know what? I'm not much for waxing Pythonic or Vatic, but don't be surprised, or I wouldn't be surprised, if before you know it, one day you find out that they just released her. She's back in the UK or some compassionate health thing or something, or maybe some weird prisoner exchange with, oh, I don't know, Julian Assange. Don't laugh. But she's been very good. Do you know what she could say? Oh, my God. And the case just dropped. And is Jim Jordan subpoenaing anybody? No. He's going after the Alvin Bragg prosecutors for I don't know what. But the case of the century, the case that is so important, so compelling, so fascinating, they're not saying anything about. It's just forgotten. They think you've forgotten all about it. But you haven't, have you?